With us tonight, I'm Lynn Brooks.
And I'm Terri Brewer. Everyday police officers and other first responders make sacrifices to do their jobs and protect others. But today, officers in Tuscaloosa are remembering those who made the ultimate sacrifice, including fallen Tuscaloosa police officer Trevor Phillips. Phillips was killed on May 21st of last year during another officer's funeral procession. State troopers said a car pulled out in front of Phillips' motorcycle. Nearly 1 year later, officers and family members are remembering Phillips' life and sacrifices. WVUA reporter Victoria Sheehan takes you to today's memorial.
Heads bowed and officers saluted. Some dressed in uniform, some dressed in black, weeping, like the sister of Officer Trevor Phillips. Shelley Perkins traveled from Carson City, Nevada to see her brother be honored in Tuscaloosa.
We thought it would be a great honor to come back and represent my brother, who loved this city dearly.
Perkins says even as a child, her brother wanted to be a police officer.
He was the type that always was a rescuer of pets, a rescuer of children. Any way that he could help, that's what he did.
Men and women of law enforcement, it goes out every day. They sacrifice their lives to protect and serve. It takes a real strong person to do this job.
A person like Officer Trevor Phillips. On April 27, 2011, Phillips rescued several families, including an infant that was trapped in the storm debris. Less than a month later, Officer Phillips would be gone.
You sort of can feel what a person going through when they lose a loved one, because it's just like your brothers.
The wreath in front of the Tuscaloosa County Courthouse serves as a temporary reminder of the lives lost in the line of duty. But here in front of the Tuscaloosa Police Department, this memorial serves as a more constant reminder not only to the lives lost, but to the loved ones that are left behind.
It means a lot because only they can understand what we're going through. Because they give their life every single day, and we give the permission for them to go, to take that step. We give up, we give them up so that they can serve others.
Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Victoria Sheehan, WVUA News.
And last year, 166 law enforcement officials died in the line of duty across the nation. 3, including Phillips, were from Alabama. The wreath in front of the courthouse and the memorial outside the Tuscaloosa Police Department both commemorate fallen Tuscaloosa law enforcement dating back to the 1800s.
If you noticed something on the University of Alabama campus that caught your eye today, you probably weren't the only one. Local firefighters converted one University of Alabama dormitory into an unlikely training ground. Today, Tuscaloosa fire rescue workers conducted a high-rise training course at Rose Towers on the UA campus. The training included simulated fire rescue, emergency medical drills, also fire prevention practices. WVUA spoke with local medical captain who told us today's training is a little different from their normal preparation.
This type of training is rare in the fact that the other high-rise training we have to do is simulated on a four-story building. Here we actually have access to a 14-story building, which is very rare.
This week's training also includes members of the Tuscaloosa and University of Alabama Police Departments. Rose Towers will be closed again for training tomorrow and also Saturday, 7 a.m. till 11 p.m.
New for you today out of Montgomery, the debate over charter schools in Alabama is now over. The Alabama House killed the bill that would have allowed the creation of taxpayer-funded charter schools in Alabama. The House Ways and Means Education Committee declined to vote today that would have allowed charter schools. A House version of the bill was also indefinitely postponed on Wednesday. House sponsor of the bill, Representative Phil Williams, says he might try another bill next year that would intervene in failing schools. Well, the search continues, including right here in Alabama, for a Mississippi fugitive suspected of killing a 14-year-old girl and her mother. Authorities say Adam Mays is on the run with the woman's 2 younger daughters.
His ex-wife has been arrested and faces murder and kidnapping charges in this case, and now Mays' former mother-in-law is speaking out and asking him to turn himself in. Reporter Jana Barnanello has the story.
Just wasn't Teresa.
Disbelief is the first thing Josie Tate felt when she found out her daughter Teresa
had something to do with the Bain family's disappearance.
The more I found out, the more numb I became.
Tate's daughter is charged with murder and kidnapping. Police say Teresa Mays helped her ex-husband Adam kill Joanne Bain and her oldest daughter, 14-year-old Adrian, in order to kidnap Bain's younger daughters, 8-year-old Kalia and 12-year-old Alexandria.
If Teresa had anything to do with it, she was forced.
Tate says Adam Mays has long preyed on her daughter, who has mental disabilities. They met when they lived in Florida. Mays was 10 years old. 12 years ago, Mays married Teresa. Tate believes her daughter and his mother, who's also charged with kidnapping, have always been scared of him. 2 years ago, Tate says Teresa came to her Chatsworth home to get away from Adam.
And this is her exact words: tired of getting slammed against the walls, knocked around and beat on.
During that visit is when Teresa told her mom about the Bain family, specifically Kalia and Alexandria. Tate says Teresa told her Adam believes the girls are his.
He lived, slept, eat, and breathed nothing but these two children.
Now police say those two children are with Adam and are in extreme danger. And Tate has a message of her own for her former son-in-law.
Adam, please, you've destroyed one family. You're destroying my family. You took my daughter from me. Please, turn yourself in. Don't hurt anybody else.
Mays was added to the FBI's 10 most wanted list Wednesday. The reward for information leading to Mays' arrest is now at more than $100,000.
Yesterday, President Obama announced he's changing his stance on the issue of gay marriage.
Obama is the first president to do that, and the move is sparking discussion in West Alabama. WVUA spoke with those on both sides of the issue in Tuscaloosa. Those in favor of same-sex unions say the change in the president's view is a good move for civil rights, and they hope it will generate more moves in Washington. However, those on the pro side of LGBT rights say it's going to take a law put in place by the federal government before changes are made in the South.
Historically, there's just been a trend of the southeastern United States being the last people on the bus for things like this. That's why the civil rights movement happened here, and I don't expect that this will be any different.
Sometimes the church is looked at as being pretty condemning of people that are of a homosexual background. I'm not saying we're rewriting the Bible, but I think love is more important.
WVUA encountered many who do not support same-sex marriage, but they declined to speak to us on camera.
Softball fever is in the air as the 2012 SEC Championship kicks off today at Rhodes Stadium. Thousands of people have flocked to Tuscaloosa to cheer on their favorite team. Alabama hasn't hosted the SEC Championship since 2004, and since then, fan support for all SEC schools has grown. WVUA was there to ask fans why SEC softball has become so popular.
They're great student athletes. They're tough girls. And, you know, I think it's become more popular because we're just good. I mean, you know, so I think that always creates more enthusiasm.
You've got action every inning, you know, home runs all the time. So it just makes for an exciting game.
And you still have time to get out to Rhodes Stadium to watch the Crimson Tide play in its first game of the championship. They play Mississippi State tonight at 7 o'clock.